All right, guys. So actually, with us right now is Martin from Varibike. Martin, thank you so much for coming on the Laid Back Bike Report.
Hi.
It's great to have you with us. So, Martin and I have been in touch since Spetzi last April. We didn't get a chance to talk to him there. We had talked to him almost 5 years ago, I think, at a previous Spetzi in 2018. So there have been a lot of changes at Veribike, and with that Varitrike that we just saw Dave show us. And so we brought Martin on. He was kind enough to come on the show and give us the details about the specific changes and what's going on at Veribike. So, Martin, I think maybe if we could you give us a brief history of Veribike? How did this all start?
Yeah, very bike started. Yeah, I was a mountain biker, and I always missed that I'm work out my upper body when cycling, and so I developed the very bike, the very bike. And after some years, we often visited the exhibition Spezi, and there I got in touch with recumbent bikes, and customers came to me and said, "Hey, why don't you build a recumbent of the very bike?" And so that was the then we started to develop the very bike trike.
Let's, if we can, maybe attack this from the standpoint of the story with Dave and his Veritrike. He mentioned how nice it was working with you, although it took quite a bit of time. Can you fill in some more of that story? What was going on at Veribike while Dave was trying to get his trike over here to the U.S.?
Yeah, first I have to thank Dave for his patience because he had to wait several months. Um, we wanted to deliver within 6 weeks, but then it was more than 11 months. And due to Corona and all these delivery problems from Asia, parts were missing, like the gearbox. No, in his case, not the gearbox, but in other cases, gearboxes were missing. But mainly it was missing of aluminum tubes. So we couldn't build our frames, and that's why we had a incredible long delay, which we never had before. This was really unique with this COVID and this delivery problems. I have never seen that before, and also others from the branch told me they have the same problems. Was amazing, but now fortunately we have all the material and can build the trikes in time now.
Very nice. All right. So let's focus in on the Veritrike. So Dave did a really nice job of describing it as it is now. But since I've talked to you in 2018, maybe you can touch on some of the changes maybe that have occurred on that trike. What has been updated? Dave talked about some of this, but give us your thoughts on how it's been updated since we chatted last.
Yes, the front frame is completely new. Now we have a kind of a box frame, which we make of aircraft aluminum, that is aircraft aluminum sheets that are laser cut and then laser CNC banded, and then we weld it together. So for our first trike, we had like 6 meter long weldings in whole, which is incredible lot. Yeah, very long weldings. Now we could decrease that, and we have the big advantage that the front wheel is almost completely covered, so we can avoid splash water for the driver. And also we put the synchron chain, which is the chain from the arm drive to the leg drive, completely inside a frame tube. So with our first model, Dave mentioned it, we had this chain running outside, and that was exposed to outside conditions. And also there was chain dirt on the trousers and all these problems. now we got rid of all this, so the chain is inside the frame, and also the front wheel is protected, so we have a much cleaner appearance, and also, yeah, protect the driver from dirt of the chain, splash water.
Which is a great idea. That now this is something that is routinely done in velomobiles. You have that enclosed drivetrain, and so it's really interesting to see how you guys enclose that drivetrain on the front wheel drive of the Varitrike. One of the other things that I noticed in the video that Dave didn't touch on, and it was in your on your website, you talk about bringing cargo, the cargo carrying ability of it. I saw what I thought was a little rack on the very back behind the seat. Tell us a little bit about cargo carrying and the rack build on this trike.
Yeah, the Varibike trike is perfect for transporting stuff because there is plenty of room behind the seat, and we have a very rigid rear frame that can carry a lot of load. So we have like the Varibike trike is about 21 kilograms in standard configuration, and we have all in all 150 kilogram that you can have. So rider, bike, and like transport boxes behind the seat, and also it's possible to pull a trailer with it. So we have a really good stand with the 3 wheels, and then we have a coupling that can be attached to the rear frame, and then you easily can pull a trailer. For example, when I move parts from our stock to our shop, I often take the trike. I already transported a complete indoor cycle, which is about 70 kilograms on the trailer. And yeah. But yeah, when you want to go on a tour, it's easy to take your stuff on the rear rack, which is also mounted on the rear frame. And we use the rack time rack. And there is a lot of equipment that you can buy from rack time, like boxes, bags, pannier bags, and also these welded boxes, these, where you can really transport a lot of things like a box of beer. Yeah.
Yeah, the important things, Martin.
The important
things. Martin, it seems to me that a trike that has such a flexible hand power, foot power combination as the Varitrike does would be perfect to put sort of adaptable, accessible trike product out there for folks who have special needs. I'm sure you thought about this. What is Varibike doing with the Varitrike to help folks who have those special needs, maybe amputees or stroke victims who have various abilities with their hands and legs? What are you working on there?
Yeah, actually, in the beginning, just for explanation, the Varibike trike was thought to be for very ambitious sportsmen, because you can work out perfectly your complete body. That was the intention and is still the intention. And but nowadays, still these very ambitious sportsmen order the Varibike trike, but also they came to us, many people like, as you mentioned, amputees, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson, or injured knees, injured hips. So if you have any disability in your legs or with coordination or just missing power, then you can come up with your, most people, if you have an amputee leg, you still have your complete power in your upper body and you can use it for propulsion. And this is the advantage for these people. And meanwhile, we have many customers where we can help here, and they are very happy about it. They can go out again and cycle. That is super cool. I like to work with them because I can help so much. Now we have already a lot of experience with building the Varibike Trike perfect for them. You have a leg rest, we have leg rests, we have shorter cranks, all kind of equipment that can help in special disabilities.
Good. All right. So now maybe we will take a look forward a little bit for your company and your products. I'm wondering what your plans for the future are for specifically the Varitrike, of course. What are you thinking about in terms of changes or new products and that sort of thing for the Varitrike, Martin?
Mhm. Yeah. Meanwhile, I mean, this is our new model, 2023. Yeah,
Right.
right. Um, and maybe I still have to add some novelties about that. We also invented the extreme system. These are which which it wasn't shown in the video with Dave because he doesn't have this option. And this extreme system is an option that these are leg cranks which you can pedal synchronously or alternating. With alternating, I mean the normal cycling. And if you pedal synchron, it's like a parallel pedaling. So with this extreme system, you can even have a full body rowing with a Varibike Trike. Can you
Wow.
follow? It's
Yeah, so in other words, you're doing with the cranks, the feet, the same thing that you're doing with the hands on the Varitrike.
correctly, yeah. And so you have many more options even with this extreme system. You can
Yeah,
pedal you can pedal with your leg only with one leg, with the right or the left leg, with both leg, and with the legs like parallel, synchron, or alternating. And what I experienced this full body rowing when you pedal with the arms and the legs synchron. You have this full body stretch. I pull with my legs and I
push.
push with the legs, and at the same time I pull with the arms in contrary. And so this is amazing, powerful feeling. Yeah.
Very interesting.
And
Now, so the extreme, is this available yet or this is coming? What's the story?
yes, it's available.
Is there anything else that's coming up that you want to talk about?
Yeah. These safety wheels, which you have seen, we improved it. Now we have more ground clearance, but at the same time we have more stability. It's like you have the security or the safety of a four-wheeler about. So every trike can tip over, and we want to avoid this, and that's why we have this safety wheels, which are optional. So yeah, mostly people maybe they use it in the beginning until they know when is the tip over point. When you got used to it, you can dismount it and send it back to us. So yeah, so we improved that, and the Dave mentioned this the axle, the connection between the front frame and the rear frame. We improved this axle that it's easier to dismount these two, the trike separated in two parts, like a front frame and a rear frame, and so it's much easier for transportation in the car. So if you go for a trip and you just take front and rear apart, it's completely separated, and you can put it in your trunk, and yeah. So this is
Good. Give me an idea about your thoughts about sales in North America. When we talked back at Spetzi in 2018, you mentioned something about a dealer who was going to ride across the country. I don't know if that all panned out, but bring us up to date. What are your plans for sales of the Varitrike in North America?
Mhm. Actually, We do direct sales to the United States, but we give every support our customers need. For example, if they have problems, they can go to any bike dealer and we give support to this dealer, like we send parts or manuals how to fix something, to make exchanges of spare parts, wear parts. Yeah, we try to give the support from here.
Very good. And
Yeah.
they can go on the website, and that's how they would make that purchase. And then is that the process?
No, actually, the Varibike Trike is highly customized, and people. It's a very new product. It's not just a bike. People mostly don't know it. So mostly we get in contact, and they have a lot of questions. We try to answer all that and go through the process. What does the customer want? What does he need? And we help them to find the correct trike for them with the appropriate equipment. And also, of course, we send them a measurement sheet. They measure arm length, leg length, and then we pre-adjust the Varibike trike for their body dimensions. And then they receive a trike that fits to their needs and their size. But of course, if you want to make changes, like you want to sell the trike or you want to have it for your wife and you take another trike, so we the Varibike trike is adaptable to other body sizes afterwards also.
Do you want to talk about current pricing?
Actually, we had to raise our prices a bit. We have inflation here, but we rose our prices only 10%, and the American customers have the same prices as we have here. Of course, additional there are the transportation costs.
All right, Martin, that sounds wonderful. So, lastly, let's finish up with how folks can actually contact the company and you, and proceed with questions or purchases. So, a website, can you give us an idea about that? And what's the best way to do that?
Yeah, the best way to do is, have a look at our website, and if any questions occur, or I appreciate every customer to call me. It's always the best to get in direct contact, and I can immediately answer questions and get to know what the customer wants and needs. Of course, he or she can also send an email. So I appreciate to get in touch with us, and then we find a way to make it happen. Yeah. To get a Varibike trike.
That sounds great. So, Varibike.com, I believe, is the website.
Yes,
And
Varibike.com.
and info at Varibike.com, Varibike.com would be the email, right?
Correct.
We will list those in the description below this video, so you guys can just click on the link to check out more. Martin, thank you so much for taking time out to talk to us at Layback Bike Report about Varibike, the Varitrike, all interesting stuff. We hope to see you again soon.
Gary, it was a pleasure talking to you.